Okay, so let me just check Twitch how it's going. And of course, just the cameras on, please. So I want to see everybody. No. Alright, I am online. It is recording at the same time. Perfect, no issues. Yay! That's a first. Okay, I'll take it. Quick. Alright, I see everybody. I'm waiting for Tuba's camera. Where is my week intro and wake up for the day? Pop out. Put it on the side. Okay. Everyone ready? For sure. Alright. Hello once again. Thank you for joining me today. And welcome to Anime Pathfinder. It's an anime adaptation of the tabletop RPG Pathfinder 2nd Edition. There will be plenty of homebrew ruling, items, and abilities. My goal is to give off a proper shonen vibe using Pathfinder 2E's mechanic. My name is Jophresh, and today we have... I just realized I am muted. Hello once again. Thank you and welcome to Jophresh Gaming. Welcome to Anime Pathfinder. This is an anime adaptation of Pathfinder for Pathfinder 2E, and there'll be plenty of homebrew ruling, items, and abilities. My goal is to give off a proper shonen vibe with Pathfinder 2E's mechanic. My name is Jophresh, and today we have Cassius, our human gunslinger.
Oi.
We have Yari, our skeleton barbarian.
Hi there.
Vera, our Strix witch.
Hello.
Glimji, the kobold fighter.
Hello.
Phileas, the gnome psychic.
Who, me?
And here's a little recap. It's our friend's second day around Telfin, and they slain the culprit behind the caravan massacre. That happened a week ago. The battle was hard fought, but they held strong against the Black Wizard and the undead owlbear, made from the flesh and limbs of multiple creatures and people. However, while our friends were investigating the area and patching their wounds, a warp gate appeared in front of them. A man emerged from it. His overwhelming presence put our friends into a state of shock. They couldn't move an inch. Vera, however, was experiencing more than that. A man was familiar to her. She called him Coach. Someone she knew from her past. However, the man doesn't recognize that name, nor her. Vera was left with so much questions but received no answers. A short moment later, a woman's voice was heard inside the warp gate. Someone Cassius knew, his own mother, the pirate queen Cassidy of the Royal Pirates. They found their first clue as to who's been behind these murders. Even so, it brought more questions than answers. What will they do next? And the floor is yours.
What should we do next?
We want to explain to me what just happened?
I don't really know much about magic, but it definitely seems like there's some magic at the doohickey that resulted in somebody, namely my mother, and at least what I thought I heard was my mother, and some somewhat handsome prick that who just come walking through that.
Okay. I don't really understand what I've walked into here, but seems like some family squabbles.
Oi, I guess it's hard to avoid, but yeah. In any case, we do have to report this in any situation. Anybody else have any ideas what else we need to do around here before we leave? Maybe we should inspect the area before we go.
Yes. Do we like sense any sinister magic around here?
Yeah. For those who would like to sense magic, feel free to do a me and occult or whatever is your highest for magic. And those magic casters, while they're doing that, what would be the others doing? Oh wow.
It's a dark dice.
Oh wow. It shows everyone's characters. Alright. So
Glimji.
Glimji. Yeah. No, it's okay, go ahead. What would Glimji do?
Glimji knows his way around the dismembered body. You'll take a look, see if you can figure out if there's any connection to how these people were killed.
Okay, that's a good one. What lore do you have again?
My lore is Underworld.
Underworld. Yeah, let's go with Underworld.
Sure.
Cassius and Yari, what would you be doing? Ooh, that's very nice. Oh, whoa. Crack effect, that's cool.
Whoa.
It's a nat 20, that's awesome. Continue.
I guess Yari, the owlbear is still there, right? Like
No, the effect of magic that was happening with the owlbear is now gone. So all you have right now is just a pile of like meat and like limbs and ribs and stuff like that. It's just a pile of mush of sorts. The owlbear
But nothing-
physically is not there.
nothing I can take as a trophy or anything, or
Aside from those limbs, unfortunately, no.
no. I think people would be freaked out if I were to show some rotten carcasses. So
Exactly.
Yari's gonna refrain.
What about
I think Kash would like to see if there's anything that could be near the end of the wall, considering that's where the effigy or
Sure.
whoever had shown up near the end.
Sure.
Am I not pausing so I can move?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
Sweet.
Alright, so while you're doing that, for Phileas and Vera, you try to sense like any more magic in this area. It's faint, but the only magic you can sense left is just the fading essence of the creatures you guys slain outside this cave. But other than that, there's no more other magic presence in your particular area. There's on the Bargas outside that's left, or you don't know what it is, but yeah, it's the Bargas creatures. And then for Glimji, with your natural 20 on Underworld. So as you can see that these like you've seen this kind of work before, but never really like used it yourself. How the limbs were cut were like very specific in a sense where an artist would have been working on this, very precise on the inch of like the back piece it needed, very precise on like the cuts and things like that. And you can kind of like tell that this has been done by people underground before to either sell body parts like for in the black market for specific reasons that you don't know, but they are not just like slashed or cut off like recklessly, like an expert has done this. And you don't you have like an idea like from your previous job that there was a man called the Butcher who do this kind of stuff for specific jobs where you have done before, where you killed somebody as part of your mission, and they asked you to bring the corpse straight to the Butcher. But as far as you know, the Butcher is an organization where it's not just one specific person. It is kind of like what they call their unanimous group. You just drop off the corpse in one location, someone's gonna pick it up. You don't know when, you don't know how, but they send you instructions on where to drop it off. But otherwise, that's all you know. But seeing this kind of work, that's just the first memory trigger that comes to mind.
This seems like the Butcher's work.
Some animals?
No, it's hard to explain. It's like an organization. I don't really know why they do what they do, but they like corpses.
Kind of fucked up.
Cassius, now that you're on that side, what are you looking for?
Oh, I'd like to see if there's any choices of evidence to link us to know who that mysterious man that I'd never met before
Mm.
had popped through.
Sure. Give me a either crafting to see like intrications and stuff like that, or actually no, not even that. Just give me a perception. What do you find? Just a perception check would be good.
Alrighty.
Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
everything's glowing. Ah, the
Yeah.
toolbar is so nice.
Yes. So if it's highlighted, the color tells you kind of like what it is: trained, expert, things like that. It changes color accordingly. Ooh, I like that. Alright, so from what you can see, there's you look around, you do see that's just a 15. You do see a little bit of like rune inscriptions on the wall. You can kind of see that this particular wall was used as a warp point of sorts. And it's like with the writing, it's in a language that you don't know. And wait, what language do you know? Let me double check that. Do I have any comment? Alright, so yeah, so you don't know this language, but you can kind of like tell that there's runes in it. That the closest thing you can kind of like assume with your days traveling, that this was used by magic users as a sort of like teleportation point. But other than that, you don't see anything else.
Nothing further to gather from this, unfortunately. Well, I guess we'll just have to appoint the relative authorities this way.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you find over there? No,
Oi. We found perhaps some writing, just something I can't really read. I'm just assuming it's magic, just to simply create a warp point. I don't know if you don't want to take a look at it.
I can try, but I don't know. I'll go over and see if I
Sure.
know how to read it.
What languages do you know?
Sylvian, Gnomish, Dwarven, Slavic. I don't know how to say it.
Dwarven, Gnomish, Sylvan. Okay. Yeah, you don't know this language, but you do see the runes he's talking about.
I'll did you mark these down?
I've got a good enough memory to at least know that when people come by and look at it later, they'll at least know to come back here. I'll just remember to tell them.
I'll take out a piece of paper and some charcoal and I'll mark it.
Sure. Yeah. That's a smart one. I like that. Yeah. Give me a crafting roll. See how well you got the writing.
Oh, I could help in that one.
Sure. Give him an aid.
I'll give an aid, alright. I'll give you the greatest aid I've ever done. I don't think I can use alchemist guns in this case.
No, that's not my crafting. Okay, so 16 plus 2, 18. Yeah, you with Cassius's help, you're able to get more detail and intricate like marks on the piece of paper with what you guys did. Anyone else want to do anything?
Me up so I can...
Yeah, that's a good aid. Yeah, yeah. So you guys like a few pages of sketches.
I think that'll do nicely.
Yes, perfect. Shove it in my pouch bag.
Anyone else want to do anything in this area, or even outside the cave?
Can I check the corpse of the shadow guy?
Sure. Are they looking for in particular?
Just any like objects or maybe clues of like the organization he's working with.
Unfortunately, you burned him to crisp last time. So anything he's wearing or like that would have given you any clues has been cinders.
Damn, my bad, guy.
You were just too powerful at that point. You just burned him off. So unfortunately, there's no clues given that they can kind of like gather from just like this burnt corpse.
Oh. Does Abad know how to like raise the dead, like in that scene in the movie? Or
I was just like, nah, unfortunately, I'm not strong enough to do such feat, and I believe you do need the corpse to be in one piece to do such ritual.
Dang, guys, I'm so sorry.
I think he's paid for enough of his crimes. I don't think it's necessary to bring him back to serve time or anything.
And do you guys want to do anything with the bar guests that's outside? Do you guys want to do something with those, or are we moving to the next location?
Actually, if I might take a little bit of time to maybe examine some of the bodies of not these fine people, but the beasts outside. I don't know if the rest of you saw, but I was able to concoct a little type of ammunition with the goblin ears I had from before. I might be able to do something similar with perhaps the barghast, rot, or however flesh they have. Perhaps I can make something with it.
Alright, so I'll just drag you guys outside so it will just be a bit faster.
This must be what speedrunners feel like.
Glitching through the walls.
We beat the game, guys.
That really fast. Alright, cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How would you want to do this?
Well, I think I'd have to get someone with the best survival instinct to look at them, and maybe I'd even ask our good pal Abad to check and see. I might have the best indication of what is valuable of these parts, and perhaps even what is the most dangerous.
Okay, so like about just like are you asking me which parts of these creatures are valuable?
I mean, maybe not valuable. I'm not looking to sell anything, but do you happen to know if they have any specific compositions, perhaps maybe even special properties to any of the parts, like maybe their teeth are extra sharp, maybe their blah 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 are extra poisonous, or maybe their flesh is extra rotty, whatever you want to call it.
Let's see. The creatures are. Yeah, so unfortunately, Abad doesn't have any knowledge in occult. So he replies to you, sorry friend, my studies are mostly into how to heal humans and humanoids alike. I have no knowledge of beasts or monsters that roam about.
Aye, drat. Oh, I swear, my mother. One of yous better be good at looking out these things. Aye, Glimgy. Oh, you say something there, Triple F? I mean Phileas. Phileas.
I guess I could take a look.
Uh,
Never seen anything like it before, but you never know.
give me a.
You know, that really instills confidence in me, Phileas. You know nothing about it, but you're willing to try.
Yeah, give me a occultism or nature, whichever is higher.
Yeah, I have no idea, but and I just like dive in with my hand.
Alright, so you kind of like as you kind of get close to these creatures, you can just kind of sense they have magical presence in them. So it's kind of like it made you remember that they were able to open a gate of a magic that they were able to cast, even though they're creatures. So you can kind of see it's fading, but from what you kind of remember, some creatures when they have magical entities, they their heart is normally what's like it's kind of like the core of where their magic comes from. So like when you kind of like scanning their body, you can kind of like sense it more, like where the heart area is, more than anything else of its other parts.
Its heart seems to be pretty valuable. It's where all of its magical energy is gaining.
Oi,
Grab
like,
my
li-
spear and just like cut it open.
Oh damn!
I kind of like dig my tiny arm inside of its body.
Oh no!
it was a lot cleaner when I watched Glimsy do it.
Here you go.
I just look at the beating heart in front of me. I mean, I'm not beating.
Not really. It's just like dripping blood in front of you. That's it.
Okay. Look, I just realized I don't have a dimensional bag of sorts. I don't want to carry this.
I
Is
have
it
a
interesting
bucket.
enough for you to carry it? Oh, that's right. You got your stomach. Your stomach.
I
Oi,
I don't even.
stop.
You know, continue. You guys have the power. Go for it.
Drink the bucket.
And it will be sterilized because there's alcohol in it.
No, did you drink beer? That beer has yeast. It might kind of like grow bacteria in it. It would mold it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll dump it out.
We won't be long, I think. So, should be fine.
Does somebody have like a cloth for my arm?
Oi. Those leaves around here. Maybe we should just wrap it in that. Okay, I'm gonna grab some leaves. I'm gonna wrap it. And then we're gonna put it in the bucket. The stum bucket.
Fill my beating heart.
Oh my god.
I don't have a heart.
I have a heart.
Gosh.
I should kind of like grab the
Tin Man.
when you grab the heart, Cassius, give me a perception.
Oi.
Nope. Short by one. No, nothing.
Short by
You
one.
don't notice anything. Yeah, as far as you know, you don't know.
On to the next one. We'll move to the next one. Oh wait, I give you the heart. Actually, just come over here. It's too far to me. Keep going back and forth.
You want a bit of help with cutting these things up?
Aye, that would be great.
Abad
Standing on
is seeing this
Are you
grotesque
sure you don't want
act.
me to do it again? And I'm like holding the neck of the spear and I'm like ready.
Abad walks
Whatever.
away. He can't stand seeing this grotesque act
Aye,
of butchery.
push it up. And then we'll do it faster. If they have some magic left in the heart, then we gotta do it faster. We gotta step. We gotta separate.
Too fast, tongue twister. Okay. So I would assume you guys kind of like spent some time doing this. Probably like just a good 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so. Now you guys, now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 hearts of the Bargas. Let me just quickly create an item. Bargas heart. Consumable. Creates.
Oh gosh, it's a consumable.
Oh no.
Yari starts humming.
Your characters don't know that.
Last Christmas, you gave me your heart.
Oh my
The
god.
very next day, gave it away.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I gave it to the fool with the stum bucket.
Oh, that's right, that's right. I'll give it to the. Let's put 6 and then transfer that to Yari. Moved items. There you go. Alright, so the bucket is now like getting filled slowly one by one by leaf wrapped hearts. With your roll for the occultism earlier, Aphelios, you are kind of noticing that the longer the heart is staying out, now that it's out of its body, the faster the magic is kind of like fading away from it. So you guys kind of have to do something with it soon, otherwise it's gonna completely be useless.
Do I have any idea of how to either preserve it for a longer period of time or use it?
I'll probably say no, but because you've never done anything like this before. But someone who has done like you probably think like someone who has done with more practice on rituals and things like that would probably know.
Witch lady.
And Vera's still like very distracted from
What happened?
seeing her.
Do you know what to do with the hearts? I was thinking we just like eat them. I don't know.
Eat them.
Doesn't sound like a good idea, but
I don't think we should eat them. But I will roll a cult to kind
Go
of.
for it. Yeah, you're too distracted. Your thoughts are
Yeah,
not
I
in like
Traumatized.
when you're yes. So you're not really sure like at all what to do. You just can't think straight.
She shakes her head and is like, "Sorry, I don't know." And she just gets like really like quiet, and her wings kind of come up and like kind of sink into herself.
Oh.
Maybe we should go back to the what was it, the enchanted attic? That bird kind of knew stuff. Maybe knew a little bit too much, but who knows? Maybe we'll try to preserve this.
Maybe.
it'd be a good idea.
Okay.
Let's go.
And all right. So with that, we will continue to the next part. Enchanted attic, hilt, enchanted attic. So you guys are walking there. Not in a rush. You guys are kind of patched up a little bit, and activates. Enchanted attic. So you guys all arrive. We're missing one person. Yari.
He ran away with the hearts.
He just booked it with the hearts.
They're mine.
My precious. Okay. Alright, so as you guys proceed, Abad will say I remember you mentioned we will be reporting this to the guild. I shall head there first to see if there's anyone who we could report to. When you're finished with your errands, come meet me there.
Oi, shall do.
And he leaves. So you guys are now heading inside the enchanted attic. The door, you open the door, the bell rings, ding ding ding, and you see the Tengu in front of you. Just kind of like sorting out some vials and things like that, and he hears the bell, and it's like, my dear customers, welcome, come in. What, you are in need of magical items already.
Oi, Tosho, we might need a little help.
What can I do for you, sir?
Oh, so it seems that we've got some magic seeping out of some important body parts. Oi, jump bucket, jump.
I try to like hide behind Vera's wings first to like pull out the bucket, because you know you don't want to freak anyone out. Just
You're doing this stealthily?
stealthily, yes.
Give me a stealth roll, please.
Okay.
Do I get to help him since he's hiding behind my wings?
Since you are hiding behind Vera, I would say you get automatically a +2 in this as an aid. Automatic +2. So just do a circumstance +2. Or never mind, you rolled it already. 21 +2. Yeah, no, you did well. Yeah, you took it out without issue. He didn't even notice because he's too busy talking to Cassius.
Here you go. Plop.
Thank you. Actually,
To-
we need to preserve the magic in these.
Tosho kind of looks at it. what a grotesque way to preserve hearts. And it's like he kind of like opens it on and a Barghest heart. Where did you acquire these?
Why, from of August or two.
Yeah, you must have fought quite a herd. He counts. I see 6 of these. That's quite a lot in one place.
Aye, you can count us lucky or you can count us unlucky. Either way, we're losing magic here, buddy.
And says, of course. And it's like, this is just a simple way to preserve magic. And it's kind of like start getting like some vials and mixtures and stuff like that. And it's going to explain to you. You see, the essence of magic is life itself. As for the heart of any creature, that's where magic or life it stems from. And so like starts pouring this like mixture, and he does like a bigger jar on in front of him. So it's like to preserve to preserve life, you will need a source of life, and it starts pouring in more liquid in there. And he says, now for those who wish to preserve this, I do need a blood, a drop of blood, so that these will be preserved only for that person, and any others who will try to use it, the magic will be lost. Issue. I would assume the stream also ended. Let me see here. Just a quick check on Twitch. Okay, no, I'm still live. Awesome. Alright, is anyone connected again? Or anyone disconnected?
I'm
Still here.
connected.
Still good.
Good.
Awesome, awesome. So only 2 of you are gonna try to keep Vargas hearts?
I can provide the blood for the rest, I guess.
Okay. How many does Philius would want?
I guess we'll just split them between
Hey.
me and you, Cassius.
That seems fair. You did actually most of the work, so I wouldn't mind if even if you wanted more.
Speaking of which, and I like look at mine. I need a bath.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wasn't going to say anything because, you know, we're all friends and all, but now that you bring it up,
Alright, so I will remove the Vargas hearts from Yari, and then I will give Phileas and Cassius. You said you're splitting it evenly, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Alright, so 3 for you, 3 for you, and then okay, and then after you guys kind of like split it up, he separated the heart into jars, and then you guys have like 3 each. You guys just got like a drip, and the liquid kind of like glue, and then like it start like turning red, as if like your blood is being duplicated, and your blood is so marinating this heart essentially to kind of like preserve its magic. And Toshio says, that would be 5 gold.
Oh, I have to pay you?
I foot the bill.
it's like yes, like resources are needed, so a small little fee.
Favor or something.
Perhaps one day, if you find adventurers can do something for me, then perhaps we could make that kind of trade. Is there anything else I could do for you?
I'm good. I appreciate the heart. I don't really know what to do with them, but thank you. do you know what to do with them?
It says, well, for a lot of practice in magic requires sometimes materials, some rituals or some spells could perhaps use them. I've seen a lot of scholars try to purchase hearts of certain creatures so that they could study them, harness their magic of sorts. You can do many things with this. It just depends on how you would like to use it someday.
Very vague. Thank you.
It's like my pleasure.
I think I'm good. And I guess I'll just take the hearts.
Yeah, just put it in your bag. Yeah, it's like there's like a cork on it, so it's like it's sealed, so it's good to go.
Shove it in the backpack.
What would everyone else like to?
Hey, Soda. Hey, Yardy. Did we not just leave in the middle of you and your old man talking? Do we need to go back to him today?
Yes, the blind old man at the pier. I think we could go the next day. He didn't really give me a date. I did tell him I'll be back, but I didn't really specify when.
Yeah, you promised him that you will be back. Yeah.
Besides, I believe Abad's waiting for us at the guild.
Probably go to the guild and report what just happened.
Okay, I agree. It's probably the best course of action. There was a lot of commotion.
All right. So everyone is heading towards the guild. That would be in the Hill District. Activate. And just bring in your characters. 1 second. Okay, and last one here. So as you kind of like approach, you see a woman just by the counter and notices you guys and says like, "Why, hello, welcome to the guild."
Hey there, Sophia. Thank you for greeting us. I think perhaps our associate Abad was here earlier with you.
Ah, yes, he was. He was asking for an audience for to report an incident. He is currently upstairs waiting in one of our rooms. Like he's just waiting for one of the officials to hear him out. Unfortunately, some are away, and one of them is currently very busy.
So yeah, if I get what you're saying, it might be a little while.
Perhaps, but Sir Abad has been upstairs for the. How long did I say from the guild to the attic? Yeah, it's like probably like a 20-minute walk. It's been there for about like 20 minutes now, perhaps. I'm not sure if he's still there, but you can definitely take a look if he's already getting an audience.
Okay, we'll definitely do. Just before that, do you know if there were any jobs posted for potentially ridding the town of Bargus? Any attacks that were on people, or if there was any missing persons of interest?
You can kind of like see there was like a sad look in his eyes, in her eyes, and then she kind of like took out this ledger, and it's like a very it's like a moderate like a manga size like ledger, like small but thick. It's like these are all requests of civilians looking for their loved ones. A lot of people have gone missing. And unfortunately, none of our adventurers have been able to locate or find them, so these are all incomplete missions.
How many?
She's kind of like,
That's a pretty big book.
it's like, he kind of like looks over. Up to date, there's already been about There's been about 130 cases.
130 cases of missing people.
Yes, we a lot of officials have been what's another word for harassing, but not really. Like they're trying to like harass the guild, kind of like, you know, what's the other word for harass?
Pestering?
Pester. Thank you. They've been pestering our guild master for quite some time now. There have been a lot of number of cases. The most recent one was the lost caravan that were supposed to arrive. A lot of families were waiting for their loved ones, but they never did. And they're doing whatever he can. The guild master's doing whatever he can, but his influence is not that wide. But we're doing our best. We're still receiving some funding for some missions, but we just I have to be the one to give the bad news to these families that they haven't been found.
Kind of like lean into the group. Like, do you think that owl there is one of these missing people?
I think
There
so.
were a lot of them.
Yeah, there was.
And she doesn't hear you guys say that. But if you'd like to see Sir Abad, he will just be right upstairs. Like it will be the second door on your left. He'll just be waiting over there.
I really think so. I think after what's done upstairs, I think we might have to come back down and look through that a little bit again. I think we have some clues and updates as to what might have happened.
Of course. Anything I can do to help our adventurers.
Thank you.
And then she kind of nods and she puts away the ledger. And all of you walk up following the stairs, her instructions, and you like see this second door. You open it. It's just kind of like a regular kind of like waiting room, and you do see a bod inside. I don't have a map for that, but I'll just bring a bod in, so at least he's in there in the same room. And he sees you guys. He stands up. Done with your errands?
Why? We just finished.
Um,
I hear that we may not get an audience for it a bit.
It's just like if you couldn't have an audience today, perhaps I could ask Master Bree to seek an audience with Master Regos. The like I know he's been very busy recently, so if we're lucky, we could get an audience today. But I did mention the urgency, so hopefully he would receive the letter.
Why? I think it should be done.
And how long are you guys kind of like willing to wait? Right now, you guys like chase the guy like around around like before lunchtime, like 11ish. Now, after traveling from the forest back to the city, then to the inn, then back to the guild, probably like you're looking around. It's already like 1 o'clock now in the afternoon.
Why? Abad, do you have a way of long distance communication?
Spells. Unfortunately, I don't have such magic. I don't have such magic.
I recall actually still having the long distance communicator, the one that Hero had given me to speak with his allies. Maybe I can touch
Yes.
base with him, and perhaps he can help facilitate a quicker audience with someone of importance.
And he's just like, yes, well, if you still have the device, please give it a try.
What? I take out the rock and I tap on it, and I speak Hiro's name.
You kind of like sense it. It's connected, but you're not hearing anybody. But like if you kind of like try to listen like harder, you can kind of tell he's working at the restaurant right now. You can just hear like clinging of like pots and pans and like customers kind of like ordering, and you're hearing like someone's like, "Yeah, I'll be right there. Yes, like 2 beers, please." Like he's just kind of like working. It's connected, but he's just away with it at the moment, away from it at the moment.
Aye, darn it. Looks like he's AFS, away from stone.
That was perfect. AFS, away from stone. Just sick. So yes, well, it seems that we have no luck with your device.
I don't want to go through that treasure thing. There's a scratch in his head. This seems like it's gonna take a while.
I feel like I can most likely stay here. I think it's better, at least if one of us is here with a bad to give full account of the story, since you had arrived late. I don't mind just staying if any of you lot want to go back and talk to the old man. I'm fully confident in following your decisions.
I think we should go together, so I guess I can just go take a bath. Really keep this off of me.
What do the rest of you think?
Limji would rather stay here. I think I might have some things to say in the discussion if it does pop up.
Well,
Here.
is there any way we can use like pigeons to communicate with each other? Is anyone trained with animals?
That's interesting.
Uh,
Anyone has the trained animal feet? Alright. So what is the plan?
Billy's just gonna want to go take a bath.
Mm.
So it'll probably be like an hour or two just for that.
Sure. You're just gonna step out, find like a place to take a bath?
Yeah.
For sure.
Maybe go to the inn or something. Just go take a bath.
Yeah, that works. Cash is staying, Glimji's staying.
Well, actually, you know, I should have mentioned, I don't know if I did before, but we do have board at Kiro's dad's establishment. You mentioned we could stay there.
Hmm.
I don't know if you'd want to perhaps talk up Hiro or his dad, perhaps get us an audience while you're there.
Yeah, sure.
It did sound a little busy in there, so I don't know how much you'll get to talk to him.
I believe they met everybody. Because you guys were together the night before with Phileas.
Yeah.
And then you guys found Yari and Vera outside when you guys were looking for her. So he knows who Phileas is. Yari, Vera?
Yeah, we can go to the Drag King's Tavern, and Yari will like wash his bucket there in the kitchen.
You might want to ask
And
for
maybe help
permission
out.
first before you do that.
Yeah, that might not be sanitary. That's like food safe. They get like an F on their on their medical check, and then they get shut down because you just wash a bucket full of hearts. Oh god, the poor old man.
Destroying a life.
His life's work establishing this restaurant from ground up.
I just want a clean bucket.
Yeah, what about you? What would you be doing? Sorry, Vera.
Oh, yeah. She just nods and she's like, yeah, tavern sounds good.
So Yari, Vera, and Phileas will be going to the tavern, and Glimji and Cassius will be going to the will be staying here. So let me just, if I delete your characters, you guys can still see the map and everybody in it.
For now, yeah.
I think so.
I deleted everyone that's supposed to be going to the inn. So can you guys still see the map?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. That's good. All right. So you guys left. Scanning away. About half an hour passed by, and I start hearing like walking outside the hall, and someone knocked on the door. And Abad says, he stood up like frantically, and then he opens the door. You see a man by the door. He's like wearing Middle Eastern like robes, like like what one would wear in the desert, and like he had kind of like a golden kind of like necklace with an eye, like piercing that's kind of like shaped like a diamond, like a thick bracelet on his forearm, made of gold, and then it says, Sir Abad, you're requesting an audience. Master Regos will see you now. And it's like, I didn't expect that they would have time, but this is great. This is good. Please follow me. And then he kind of like starts stepping towards the office. And Abad's is like, it looks like we got lucky. Let's go. And then activate. Alrighty.
Don't see anything anymore.
Yeah, it's black.
Yeah, now it's just black.
Okay. Let me change the settings here. Configure. Token vision off. Save changes. So you guys should see it now. Do you guys see the map? Alright, so Abad, Cassius, and Jimji. So yes. So the person walked inside, and then he kind of like steps on the side of the room, and then as you kind of like walk in, you see there's there's a dragon, quite large, like on the floor, just kind of like sleeping like this, and then the person who greeted you guys stood beside it, sat down, and started like tap on it a little bit, and all around you're kind of like seeing like books kind of like floating around, like stacking, one pile of paper, pens like being signed. You see at the end there's a table by the window, like Regos is like windows like behind him, and you can kind of like see him looking at a document, and in a sense like, yeah, that's that one, approve that one, and then a floating pen just kind of like writes down a signature, and then he looks like, yeah, we'll have to set that next week. And it's kind of like he's kind of organizing many things like at the same time, and he sees all of you. He's like, perfect. Like he claps like this like one time, and then everything that's kind of like moving, it's kind of like slowly like organizes itself on the table, on the shelves and things like that. Magic is kind of like disappeared, and it's like, come in, and then as he waves his hand, like 3 chairs from the side move towards in front of him. It's like, have a seat.
Oi, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule.
It's like, yes, I understand that an urgency of Abad's report, and I'm curious to know what had happened. What did you guys encounter? I just received news that 2 guards were killed this morning.
Yes, you might have heard that there was some explosions in the city.
I have, and there were reports of gunshots as well.
Glance over Phileas as he says that.
I don't know where Phileas is, but
Oh, not Phileas, sorry, Cassius.
I was like, please, I would like to know what happened.
Well, you know, we talked a bit before about the shadowy magical man that we fought.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we saw him in the city and started chasing after him, and then he just kind of went cuckoo.
As you're kind of like,
That was all that.
sorry to cut you off. As you're kind of like
That was-
talking, you see like a piece of paper and a pen. It's like literally ledging what you're saying, and like Regos is kind of like just looking at you guys, just listening. Continue.
Well, that was all that noise you heard, so we chased him out of the city and confronted him not too far outside, and there were some bar guests again that we dealt with, and in the end we did end up beating him, but there was a bit of a disturbing sight.
A disturbing sight, you say?
There was quite a lot of corpses that he had built up and turned them into some kind of giant creature.
A giant creature. And he's kind of like just trying to take in and understand what you guys are saying. And he says like, well, that solves the report on the murdered guards. I will have to send I will have to send their families and a sad news and a little bit of condolences for them. But please continue. What happened after you got outside the city?
Well, we did fight him, and eventually we dispatched him. We left everything as it was. If you want to send people to go check it out.
It's like so you say the person you did the slaying and the creature that you mentioned is still in that same spot?
Well, the creature kind of disappeared after we got rid of him.
A summon,
There'll be
perhaps.
lots of bodies in there.
Bodies. It's like were they no, they're definitely dead.
Oh, yeah.
How many?
Hard to say, to be honest.
It's like I'm saying like, well, if they're he kind of like waves, a scroll comes out, goes in front of him, it unfolds, a map of that part of the Palmo district appears. It's like, where would you say this you guys fought this person?
I'd say we started off when we were in the docks. That's where we followed him. We followed him all the way out to one of the exits. That's where he about charged up his fireball.
He kind
As
of
we
like,
saw his spell was charging, then I shot some bullets into the air just to try and disperse the crowd and hope to minimize damage to people.
hearing that, because it's like that was a wise move, Captain. Very well done. I would have been afraid more victims would have fallen in this person's hands if you did not scare those people off.
We still regret not being able to prevent the deaths of those who the gods.
And he's kind of like looking. It's like, well, the docks are here, so the exit must have been this one, the south exit. And around how far did you say you guys further off outside the gate? It's about 20 minutes.
Okay, about 20 minutes then.
Yeah. It's like 20 minutes. he immediately it's like marks this area, and then it's like, give me a moment. He stands up, like wraps the scroll, and he says like, Shin, give this to Garvel. And it's like, yes sir. He stands up, like he takes it, like the window kind of like behind him, like open up. It's going to like a balcony. Shin rides on his dragon. He left. Like they flew off. It's just like after I heard the news, I sent my friend Garvel to investigate the area. So with that map, that could help narrow down their search, and hopefully they'll be able to find the location where you guys fought this man. It's like, is there anything else that you wish to report to add it in?
Yes. Oi, go
You
ahead.
first.
Go ahead.
No, after you. After you.
I think this is a very important thing that must not be missed. After fighting,
Mhm.
a portal opened in the back of the room, and out walked a man. Oddly enough, I think someone in the party actually recognized him. And that's when Vida called out to to whom she called Coach Rod, I think it was.
And he says like she's looking confused, and he says, "Then where is she? Like, why is she not reporting this?"
She needed to tend to, hopefully, looking into talking to Hiro. We didn't know how long it would take for us to get an audience with you, so we needed to separate and see if we could perhaps get an audience quicker. My
Yes,
apologies for not having everyone here.
it's like, no need to apologize. I've got you have given me more answers that I've been questioning for quite a while with all these reports. Hopefully, you could unlock some of the mysteries that's been happening around Telfin. And it says, well, I am curious to know who this man is. Perhaps Vera could give me a better understanding who they are and how they operate. But from what you say, I don't have anything to put together. What happened afterwards?
You were right to ask. There was more. So it seems that my mother, Captain Cassidy, she also has been another total in deep into this one. They say she was calling out from the other side of the portal. I could never mistake that name. That raspy voice of hers. I heard her.
Ragos leans back, and it's like, even Cassidy's working, is involved in this. It's like, and then he stands up, like grabs like another like book, and then it's like she opens it. It's like, as promised, Captain, I was doing some I've been calling out my little birds and gathering some information about the Queen's Gambit. And last I heard, the sighting of the ship was last seen in Tien. However, the ship has been disappeared about 2 months ago, and since then, no news of pillaging or attacks coming from Cassidy and his crew has happened in that area for quite a while. And he can like he takes off like the report, the paper report, and it's like, here, this is what I've had so far, and he gives you the sheet of paper, and it literally just says what he just told you, like sighting near the in Tiansha, spot, last report was 2 months ago, attacking like a merchant ship, things like that, but the most recent report, it's like, but now you're saying that this that your mother is involved with these people.
Oi. I wouldn't be surprised. She
Mm.
always got her hand in the cookie jar, if you know what I mean.
And it's just like, it kind of like mumbles, and it's just like, would that be the strong magic presence I felt earlier? He kind of like thinks to himself, and says, for a short period of time, I felt a strong presence of magic near the Pommel district. I would assume that was around the time that the individual that you mentioned and the gate happened.
I guess so. I don't really have a sense for magic. You could very well be right.
So, this is very concerning. The best I could do is increase the number of perhaps increase the number of guards patrolling the road connecting us to different cities, and seek aid to the other kingdoms to perhaps give us support with their men. And it says, well, there's plenty to go around. At least I now have an idea, but I am curious to know what they're doing with these bodies. I will have to investigate or send someone to that location and find out more. And said like, and he's kind of like just lost in thought. And so it's like, well, is that all for you all to report?
But I have one more thing to say.
Of course.
Have you ever, or anyone who works here, I don't know, have you ever heard of an organization called the Butcher?
It's just like, yes, they're quite they're quite they're quite famous in the outside of Telfin. Rumors has it that they're starting an operation here at Telfin. Have been trying to increase the search, but so far no luck. But from what I heard, Egg waves his hand like another piece of book, and like shows up. It's just like, here. The butcher services have been required by a lot of cultists, and sadly to say, even some scholars of wizardry and magic, to gather materials for experimentation. Some are used for rituals, some are used for certain spells, but their work has been well known throughout the lands. It is known that they are just formed by an anonymous group of people that never reveal who they are, and not only one person is working on this. This group has been around for a few years now, developed somewhere in where's that location? Sorry, I remember Cassius, like, what was your home location?
Oh, shoot. I even forget myself. Hold on.
Quick search, Pathfinder 2E map. It's yeah, it's like it was heard it originated in old Chiliacs.
Cheliax, yeah.
And and it spread its influence to multiple parts of the of Galorian, but so far no one has been caught or brought into officials that is even remotely related to this organization. Why do you ask them? Like, why do you ask about them?
Let's say I'm a little familiar with them myself, though you seem to know more than I do. But I've seen their work before, and I'm fairly certain they're involved in some way.
He kind of like wipes his his forehead. It's like some form of darkness is brewing, and I feel like our forces are not enough. If if the butcher's being involved, then their influence must be getting it's getting more power, and with power comes with resources. I wonder who could be rich enough to acquire their services for that much, especially for an organization that you guys have fought to acquire with those many bodies, as you mentioned. You can like see, like, he has like a bit of like bags in his eyes, like he hasn't had much sleep. He's been very hard at work trying to deal with like all these reports coming in and things like, and officials. It's like well, forgive me. It's like he kind of like snaps more, like the pen starts writing again, writing down everything that you've heard as far as he can remember, and it's like well, that's a lot of information that I've gathered in just one small event. Is there anything else that we're missing? Any clue would be very helpful.
There was some writing on the wall in the back.
It's like a writing.
Glimji didn't get a chance to look at it, but Cassius, you saw it.
Oi, I did. In fact, our newest party member, Phileas, he just went over to see Hero, and instead, he actually took a bit of a note on it. He scribed it down.
There's a little bit of like disappointment look on his face. It's like, and this person is also not here then. You know, like wipes his eyes like from tiredness. Very well. Let's put a note on that. Do what you must for the day. I'll be here for the entirety of the day, and I shall return to the estate. If any of you would be available to stop by, you are more than welcome, and give me a more full-on report of what had happened with all the missing people gathered together to give me their insight.
Sure thing.
Why, sir?
And it's just like and it's like it's like, "Oh, very well. I'm running late for another meeting. Please help yourself out." And then like he's like waving his magic again. All this like notebooks like piling on. It's like he's busy working. As before, you all leave. You hear Rego says like, "Abad, a moment." It's like, "Yes, sir." And then he looks like, I will search for you all later."
Okay. Should we meet somewhere?
I don't know. Well, let's figure it out together. Maybe I'll try here on his rock again and see if he picks up the stone this time.
Yeah, I should try. It hasn't still connected to the stone.
I guess the only other thing to do would be to go there first and talk to them and to have them come back.
Alright.
Okay. Very well. I'll sure look for you either at the Dragon's Tail Inn or at the estate later. And then he just gives you all a nod, and then like he closes the door, and you guys head out. Now, so for the other three, Palmo District. It is past 9. Would you like to go to a quick 5-minute washroom break or water break or anything, or are we all good to go? Yeah, all right. We'll see you all in 5 minutes.
Oi, 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 oi.
It's fun. I like it. Since it's fun, I like it. Um, I was thinking. Maybe I'll just talk to you that actually. Just jump in. Yeah, we'll talk after.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Good.
Good.
Nah.
I just wanted to watch myself. I didn't think everybody was gonna leave. I didn't think it would be right for Phileas to go meet the head honcho covered in blood.
I think that's fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. Which is like, maybe I have enough time to go wash my arm off and change my clothes. Go see Regos just with blood all down my arm. Right. And then just hand him the document with my bloody hand.
Yeah, that's cheap.
Here.
Welcome back. We are now at the Dragonsteel Inn. Did you guys want to like roleplay on the way here, or you guys want to just be straight here? All right. So let's arrive. Like from the guild to the Dragonsteel Inn probably took about like a 20 minute walk. When you guys arrive, I can see that it's busy. It's like almost peak lunchtime right now. There's people just eating, chatting, drinking, just enjoying their time. And yeah, you guys walk in, and then you hear Tepe. It's like, friends, welcome, come in. I'm here to eat.
That and bathe.
He kind of like sees you, immediately removes his apron and kind of like covers you, like not your whole body, but like below your neck. And it's like, it wouldn't be appropriate for customers to see that. Please just go ahead. Like in your rooms, there would be a bath that you could use.
That way?
Okay. Yeah, it's like for your room, I signed the third door on the right.
Thank you.
And how about you, friends?
Tepe-san, may I borrow your kitchen? I would like to clean my bucket.
And it's like, unfortunately, it's being fully used by our staff and Hero right now. But if you'd just like to clean your items, feel free to use the bath inside your room.
Okay, will do.
And
And also heads back to clean the bucket.
and it's like, what about you, miss? Are you here to eat?
Yeah. What do you have?
No, it's just like, I assume your friends will join you, so let's find you a table. And it's kind of like looks around, and you kind of like see, you see an area like you see, there's like just a group of like older, not really old, but like some people in their like late 40s and things like that. They're just chatting and drinking. It's like, it's just like, um, oi, you two, take your drinks outside. And it's like, and then it's like, Tepe, why? And then it's like, that, like, you guys had the same drink and like 2 hours ago. I need the table for customers. Get out of here. And it's like, but it's so hot outside. And then it's like, you guys are welcome to come back anyways. Just like I need the table. And then and it's like, all right. And then like they took off. It's like, leave my cups. Don't take my cups. And it's like, then they just finished it. And then it's like, all right, see you tonight, Tepe. And it's like, all right, yeah, go. And it's like, please, sit down. Yeah, you can kind of see like he built like a bit of a community in this area where like everybody knows him. He knows kind of like everybody, so it's like they're kind of like a bit of a family here, so that he can just do like something like that. And it's just like it's like here, like right now, I believe Hero's preparing some stew, some sausages, like whatever you'd like.
No, stew would be perfect right now. Thank you so much.
Of course. And then it's like, I would just assume that your friends will take the same thing. And it's just like, boy! And it's like, yeah, Dad! That was him. It's like, 3 of you stew! And it's like, yep, coming up! And then it's like he rushes in like, it will come soon, okay? And he taps the table. It's like, okay, sorry, very busy. And then, and then he kind of like takes off.
Hero just kind of nods with appreciation.
So as you guys kind of like took some time, washing the bucket probably just take about 5 minutes. Taking the shower probably a bit longer. So Yari is the first one to come down, and you see Vera sitting on. She has a table, already sitting on a table.
Okay, so I approach Vera's table and I sit down. I see the stew.
Not yet. It's only been 5 minutes. Yeah, it's not done yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like,
It's a bit.
Vera, did you order us anything?
Yeah, I have some stew coming for all of us. I figured that's a good meal for now.
Darn, I was really hoping for some bone broth. And Yari kind of like winks.
Yari has a knife?
His
Uh,
illusion
Yeah,
does.
His illusion does, yes, that's true.
Okay. I'm sure you could ask him if he has anything like that.
I noticed you were pretty shaken up today. Is there something on your mind?
She just gets like really quiet, and again, her wings kind of come up a bit more, so she's like more nestled. And she's just like, I knew him. I know him, if that's even him.
Him? That guy from the portal?
He was my coach. And the monsoon fixins. We crashed together. He was on the island when I left. And she just kind of like puts her like hands, or her head in her hands, and is just like, I don't know what it means. I don't know what happened to my friends. And like she almost has friends, like she's convincing herself of that word. And just sort of like shakes her head a bit more.
If he was from the island, do you think he has a way to get to the island? Because as Yari is remembering, he has to go to that island to find the jewel.
I mean, he must, but it's weird. He was so much paler, and he didn't even sound like I remember, but I know that was him. That was rad.
And was he like trapped on the island before when you escaped, or was he the only one? Is there others that have escaped the island now?
Yeah, a few of us got off. It was kind of a fluke, really. I don't even understand it myself, but from what we know, only a few of us made it off the island, but I just always assumed everyone else was stuck. Maybe I've been wrong this whole time.
And then I guess we should find the others that who got off the island before. Maybe they have clues. Maybe they know how Rad got off.
We don't talk. We haven't talked since like a few months after that. We're not friendly, I guess you could say.
Well, I have my ways. I can be quite persuasive.
As you kind of like said that, Tepe comes in with like some balls. It's just like 1, 2, 3. I'm assume the small one will be finished with this bat soon, yeah.
Depends on how gross he is.
It's like
Yeah, he kind of shrugs.
if it gets cold by the time it's done, just let me know. We could replace you with a fresh one. It's like sorry, very busy. he kind of like looks up again.
He's so nice.
Yes, people love him in this area. Yeah, continue. Like, if you guys
Perhaps, but I wouldn't even know where to find them now. And like I said, not in a rush to talk to any of them.
Perhaps the guild will have any information, or maybe the news. These people were once quite famous, right? Surviving a crash, I believe.
mean, if you can call it that, yeah. I mean, I guess we're all famous, but that's not exactly a good thing in our case. And if anyone really, we all know how to be invisible. We're seen when we want to be seen.
Perhaps our new friend Regulus would know any information or whereabouts of these teammates of yours.
Possibly, yeah. And she just kind of like slowly starts eating the stew.
As you kind of like takes it in, you guys will have Heroes Rabbit Stew.
Now the food has like an effect, but Yari doesn't eat it. So does he still get the benefits, or
No, the bucket will get the benefits.
Okay, you know what? I like that. That's fair.
Yeah, you have a self-healing bucket. As you kind of like eat, a few more minutes pass by, and Phileas finishes with his bath. And he also comes downstairs, and Phileas, you see them. They have stew waiting for them, and they're eating.
Food!
How was your bath, Phileas?
Amazing. Amazing. I haven't bathed like that since I left the village.
Oh, what village are you from?
Oh, you wouldn't know it. Doesn't matter. It's come and gone over the years.
Is it a traveling village?
No, I haven't been home in 85 years.
85? You don't look 85.
Oh, I'm older than that, but thank you. I've traveled around a lot. I've been to many places: Absalon, Cheliax, Haldor.
Oh, you've been to a lot of different places. Perhaps you might have ran into one of Vera's teammates. They're quite infamous. Infamous?
I think it's infamous means like you're famous, but in a bad way, isn't it?
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sense of context.
Okay.
They're quite famous.
There you go. That works too.
And who are they?
Monsoon Vixens, if you've heard of us.
Does it ring a bell?
Let's see. What do you have? Would your character be someone who would be interested in sports?
Sports.
Mm.
I mean, he's always after new experiences. So
Yeah.
I would say as a gnome, his natural curiosity would drive him. in
Yeah.
that direction.
So like you don't know them exactly, but it kind of rings a bell. But that's just like one of on one of your travels. You just heard of them before, but like you probably might have seen it like on a poster of sorts that there was a competition that were happening in one location, and then like a year or two later, like you're in a different city, and then you also see it. There's another poster of like them competing again, kind of deal. So it's kind of that kind of stuff, but you're not like you don't know them that well. Like you might have seen it they're one of their games, but you might have not, because I mean you've been traveling around for so long, and you can't really pinpoint which one is which, but it kind of rings a bell to you.
Yeah. I think I've heard of them before. Some kind of sports-related thing, activity, something.
Yeah, we were supposed to go on a competition and never made it. Or we got shipwrecked and we're missing.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. But yeah, it's unfortunate to lose comrades.
Yeah, well, a couple of us got off the island. But we don't talk. We lost touch intentionally, I guess you would say.
What do you guys do on the island for that set amount of time you guys were?
Survived, picked up, and then she just kind of gestures to herself, like indicating the witchcraft. There was lots of personalities and differences, though, I guess you could say.
And Yari kind of like coughs. Lord of Flies.
Yeah, continue.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, no, you go.
I was gonna say, like, roughly how long did you guys intend to stay at the inn before trying to meet up back with them?
I just came here to get washed, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I just assumed they would come get us.
so should we go back to them? I'm assuming they're expecting us.
That's a good question. I assumed they were coming to get us.
I think I just wanted to watch.
You guys never really discussed. So
We
just
should
and that's in how
probably
long?
ask Hero for that communication device.
Hero.
So you kind of like try to call his name, and then like Tepe kind of like hears this like so like he runs in, and it says, Tepe says like, is there anything else you all of you would need?
No, we're communicating.
We need to speak to Hero about something.
It's just like of course. It's like it is kind of slowing down. And then he kind of like says like, son, how many more orders you have? And it's like just for table 5 and 6. It's like nah, it shouldn't be long. Probably about another 15 minutes.
Well, can we help with anything to speed this up?
And then it's kind of like I kind of like looks. I appreciate the offer, but Hero doesn't like it when anyone messes with his kitchen.
I know my way around food.
And not
You
to-
do? You have food lore? Like what's the lore for cooking lore? Yeah, cooking lore, mercantile. Yeah, you know quality of food, but you don't know how to make food. That's true. And it's
Yes,
just like,
okay, give us a chance. We're good workers.
and then it's like, as much as I appreciate this, my friends, but I spent 30 years building this restaurant's reputation. It is like, no offense. And then it's just like, yeah, he should be ready soon. And then it's like, son, your friends will need you at table 3. And it's like, yep, just let me finish this and I'll be right there. Yeah, so you guys are just gonna spend 15 minutes. So about 15 minutes passed by. So since you guys left the guild up to this point, it's already been about like 45 minutes, almost an hour have passed. And Hero sits down for you guys, like wiping his hands. It's like, anything I can do for you guys?
I need your stone.
My stone? Kind of looks, stands up, quickly rushing to the kitchen. It's like, this?
Yeah, that.
It's like what do you need it for?
Communicate with the other guys.
We need to talk to Cassius.
Sure, yeah. Oh yeah, he still has it. It's kind of like that. It's like, Cassius Martin. At this point in time, Cassius and Glimji, you are both already like walking back from the guild towards the Dragon's Tail Inn. So you guys like on the road, and yeah, you hear this. You hear the sound coming from the stone. Cassius, it's connecting with you.
Wait, this is Cassius.
It's like, yes, I believe your friend Phileas here would want to talk to you. And he passes you the stone, Phileas.
Hi.
Are you
Can you
feeling
hear
this?
me?
Are you
Hello?
Are you with Hero? Is that why you're calling me?
Yeah. I was gonna come back, but I kind of left without saying what the plan was.
Why, okay.
Sorry,
Oh,
I'm not used to being with people.
Why, it seems fine before. My sorry, Glimsy, this call will take a second.
Yeah,
Oi.
of course. Yeah.
We actually managed to already talk to Master Regos, and he's wanting to speak with both yourself and as well as Yari and Vera. Apparently, there's some information that you three have, as we were discussing, that he might need you to actually give to him.
Yeah, I was gonna come back. I just didn't want to go see the head honcho with the bloody arm.
Oi, fair enough. Oi, I mean, he did say we could meet him at the estate, so I guess we can all meet up at the inn, grab some food, and then go. Since we're already in the palm of this district, we can maybe talk to the old man, then go back to the estate and finish up the night.
Sounds like a plan.
Dimji, you hear that? We might be able to get everything done tonight.
Did you all hear that too?
Yeah, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
it's loud enough that like you guys are just on the table, can hear it.
He's just asking.
We'll be there less than 15
15,
minutes.
yeah, that's right. So as time passed by, like 15 minutes passed by, you guys are all finishing your food. Cassius and Glimji appears to the door. Some people already like exiting at that point, like they're already like finishing up their food. The lunch rush is like finally over, and then you find your friends. They're sitting at one of the table, and Hero was like, it's not with them now at this point. He's like helping his dad like clean, like gather some dishes, cleaning up and stuff like that.
I see you got all cleaned up there.
And it's like, we just finished the rush. You boys want to eat anything? I can quickly cook up something for you guys. Your friends ate already.
MG's good for now.
I actually have some leftovers of your rabbits too, which I've been munching on. It's been fantastic. Maybe I'll grab an extra one for myself for the road though. Maybe you can make me a to-go bag.
Gladly. Just join your friends and I'll finish up the food for you. And he goes, carry us like his bin of dishes.
Before you go,
Yeah.
did my friends pay?
Sorry?
Did my friends pay? Because I know Phileas doesn't have any money.
It's like, well, no. My dad knows not to charge all of you. But it's like, but because we had a deal.
I know, but I still feel bad about it.
Well, if anything that you'd like to give to my father will be much appreciated. He will refuse it, of course, but you're just gonna have to convince him. He's a stubborn old man sometimes.
I appreciate it. Anyways, it's good talking to you. Hopefully we'll talk some more, but I don't know if you heard anything about what happened to us earlier. I'm sure Master Regos or even the rest of them will detail you later on it.
It's like when you kind of like mentioned that, it's like yeah, my teacher Garvel wanted me out in the field today, but two of our staff got sick, and I had to help him. I have to help my father out. He understood, of course, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a beating out of it later.
I wouldn't want to get a beat between you and Garvel or anything like that.
It's like, well, sorry I couldn't help you you lot today, but I'll catch up with you after, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Then he carries his bin to the kitchen, and you sit down with your friends.
Right, so well, there's a couple of things that we should probably talk about before we go over to the estate. But yeah, there's a little bit of extra information that I think Vera as well as Triple F, I mean Phileas, you know, that we could probably give.
Go ahead.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just wanted to be upfront though and tell you all exactly what your mother is about. If we're going to be following into this and if we're going out to sea, apparently she's been biding her time for the last 2 months. There hasn't been any pillaging or raids coming from her ship, but she's notorious for it. So if we do go out there, there's definitely trouble if we run into her.
I guess we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Are you
Queen's Revenge is a fast ship.
how
We're
do
not
you
going to
feel
outrun her.
fighting your own family?
It's not by choice. At least, it wasn't at first. What is going on between her and I? As well as my father. That's why I named the dandy after him. Points to his gun and his holster. Dandy Mark 1 marks my achievements with him. And my, of course, disdain for that woman.
Well, what if you have to use that against her? You would kill your own family. I mean, for gnomes, family is a little different, but I understand humans have a very close bond with their siblings.
I can't say that I was raised by my entire community, not like you. But what I know is that she's not really family no more. I don't think I'd use it on her. I think I'd hesitate, to be honest, but no, I don't consider her family.
Would you be okay with one of us using something on her that might cause fatal injuries?
Oh yeah, you can fuck her up.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Jesus.
perfect. No worries. Excellent. We're on a good page. I thought humans had a better relationship with their parents, but apparently not.
I guess I can't speak for everyone, but I can certainly speak for myself and my father.
Your
I-
what?
My father? Yeah, my father. He's a good man. Dandy, I told you.
Oh, you mean your dad? Okay.
I am my daddy.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting used to the accent.
Oh, it's okay. To be honest, not everyone in, Cheliax talks like this, but I'm sure you know that, you being a wandering stranger and whatnot.
Yeah, it's rather unique accent.
I picked it up on the seas. Did a lot of sailing as a child.
Oh, okay. I thought you like literally grabbed it from the sea. I was very confused. I was gonna ask you how, because you know I need something grand to stop my colors from fading.
Is there anything else that anyone else wishes to share with the group, or any other concerns that might need to be brought up as we begin our adventuring?
How would she acquire anyone as part of her for her crew?
Why, well, you see, a lot of them were taken, pillaged from. She would go from town to town, take anything that she wanted. Some of them were forced into the life. Others joined her as they were fought amongst themselves in the seas. Any ship couldn't match her. A lot of them may potentially just be civilians.
True.
I guess the
She just-
question begs, what's her relationship with the coach guy to Vera?
That I don't know. It smells fishy. Like a lot of trouble, if you know what I mean.
No idea. She's just kind of like holding like one of her necklaces as she says this.
That a memento?
Yeah, for my fiance.
Is he lost?
No, he's back home. Just the only one who was there for me when I came back from that place.
So kind of like the tension on the table is kind of like it's like kind of like getting imminent. Hero finishes up the stew for like the to go. There's kind of like a hard paper kind of like bowl, and there's kind of like a cloth like wrapping on top of it, and it's like and actually no, they probably use glass. Yeah, no, in this time they probably use glass. Yeah, it's kind of like a glass like not really, is it porcelain? Yeah, but I think it would be a porcelain one. Yeah, a porcelain pot, like a small one with like a cloth rope tied up on it, and it's like here you go, your stew.
Like, let me at least reimburse you for the pot.
And it's like yeah, no, just return that when you're finished.
Like, I very well shall.
Mm.
Thank you kindly, Hero.
Yeah. So what are you guys talking about? It's kind of like John said, and it's like I heard about what happened today. Like, do you guys have anything to do with that?
Oh yes, 2 gods died because of me.
It's like from what I heard, the people just run scared. If I was in your situation, I would have done the same thing. From the witnesses that I've heard, from the stories from earlier lunch, they said that as people were gathering, like they would be close to the fight, so scaring them off was a good move, Captain. So like the guards' deaths are not on you. It's simply an unfortunate turn of events that they were there while you were in pursuit of the man you're looking for.
I'll keep telling myself that.
It's like did you were you guys able to report this today?
BMG and we managed to get through most of it. I think we still need the accounts of these 3 to make it fully accurate, though.
Of course. Like knowing Master Egos, I probably just told you guys to meet him at his home.
Well, yes, I think the rest of us were going to go to the estate after we get some food, get cleaned up, and quickly talk to that meandering old man in the dock area. I think you might have seen him in here a couple times. Don't know.
It's kind of like ponders. Well, there has been a lot of old folks coming and going in this place. They're highly connected with my father. They even sometimes have a mahjong game like every Tuesday. But
Well, he was blind from what I remember, so.
oh,
How
then
that
probably
would
not. Then if you're talking about the blind patron, then probably not. I haven't seen any blind customers pass by. Like that just mentions like an old person. Some are always accompanied by their family members, but not they were not old. They were just like us, like around in their 30s or 40s. But yeah, if you have another place to go, I do need to get ready to meet with Master Garvel. So he needed me today, and I need to meet him now that lunch is over. My father said he could take over for the rest of the day before dinner.
I would like to ask about that peculiar device you have for communication. How did you?
It's just like, oh, this we got it from Magitech. Magitech sponsored us this device. It allows me and my friends to communicate with each other if we're going on missions, especially if they're going far away. Like, would you do you guys would need some? I could put in a word on Magitech for you guys.
Such an item is quite useful, so yes.
Yeah, I can send in a formal request as an adamantine guild member. Perhaps they could kind of provide you one, but it might be a bit difficult because they only provide it to gold and up. For silver and bronze, not so much. But I'll see what I can do.
Well, yeah, I feel kind of bad now that I've been holding on to this and not been of title.
And it's like
Back? I just assumed that you gave it to me.
well, we haven't sent into any missions, but that's yours now if you like. I'll just tell who was the one who gave it to you? Yeah, I'll just tell Roku that like I'll just give him a new one. Like he barely listens to me and to it anyways, so I don't think he would need it. I don't think he even noticed he doesn't have it. So but yeah, feel free to keep that. That is already connected to my device, and if time comes, so you could need to call me. Although it does require a bit of distance, so nothing too far. Somewhere between like no more than 500 feet is it's like the range of the is that 500 feet? Is that a lot? I'll look into it.
Travel 25 feet in one stride, and we can go possibly 3 strides in one round.
In 6 seconds, which is
75 feet, so it's
no, that's not a
not
lot.
really-
No, that's not a lot.
that much.
I'll look into like geography, but there's just like a certain limit on that. I'll look into it. But yeah, he just says like there's a certain limit, so you can't really like communicate like if you're on a different like country or like super far long distance. But there's limit. But if you guys are within like geographically, if you guys are just like within Burnaby, if you guys are all in Burnaby, then you guys communicate. Exit that, and you kind of lose connection. I think that's big enough. Burnaby size.
Oh, yeah, well, if you do happen to send in a request with Alexander Faraday, because I know that the headmaster's out of town. Well, if Alexander hasn't officially picked out the name for these magical stones, I think I've got the good one, and I think I've got a business proposal for him if he likes it.
Sure. What would you like me to say in the letter?
It should be called the Rocky Talkie. TM.
Trademarked. Magnificent. And it's like hey, that is a clever name. I like it. And then he writes it down, specifically addressing it to Faraday. And it says like, well, since you trademark it yourself, I would assume you guys will have to discuss it formally to before this product is fully mass produced. Not all adventurers have this, only specific ones. And then he finishes off his letter. And it says like, very well. I'm gonna head upstairs to get ready and change to meet Master Gravel. You guys, I'll just see you guys tonight if ever, yeah.
Aye, thank you always.
And then like he kind of like he storms off. It's like rushing it because he know he's late meeting Garvel. So you guys have a plan. What's the next spot? Oh man. Alright.
I think the state, right?
No, the estate is like evening. It's so told you because like he's still Regos is still working during the day. So like evening time when he's off. Then you guys can go to the estate. Alright, so probably just doing we're a bit good in time, probably just another like we'll finish like around 10-15. That's okay with you guys? It's an extra 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alright. So I just really want to show you guys that part. Where is it?
Whoa.
All right. So this is you guys took some time, headed to the port area, and Yari being ahead of everybody because you know where to find this old man. Yeah, you go to the same exact spot and you find him like staring blankly into the sea.
Oh my god, he's still there.
Well, he did say he'll wait for you, and you promised.
He hasn't moved. Yari approaches the blind old man and kind of like makes his like present known without actually like touching him or anything.
Agitating him, yeah. It's like, stranger, have you returned? Is that you?
Yes.
It's like, so you're here to complete your promise. Then you will help me.
Yes, I have brought my friends with me. But before that, you should probably tell us more. We don't want to like get into anything unprepared or anything.
It's like, prepare for what exactly? What are you trying to prepare for?
Like, who are you? Who are your friends that are dead on that?
And it's just like, best to talk about it at sea. Talking the names of the damned in these ports might as well curse these people.
Okay, I go back to my comrades and be like, he's going to tell us more when we're out on sea, guys.
Okay. We trust this guy?
I mean, he's a blind old man. I don't think.
How do we know
much
he's
harm.
really blind?
Underestimate a blind old man.
Well, does anyone can cast light and flash him? Maybe that's one way to test.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyone doing that? Yeah, no. None of you has light? I guess not. Yeah, continue.
Do you know the man's name?
He wouldn't tell me until we go on sea.
Oh no, because your question was like to tell you about what your guys are getting into, and he didn't want to share that information until you guys are out at sea. But you didn't really exactly ask who is he.
Okay, Yari quickly turns back. Hey, old man. What's your name?
He gets started. It's like and it says, quite rude for you to ask a stranger's name without introducing yourself, mate.
Huh. Excuse me? You're asking us for help? am Yari.
Mm.
This is Vera. That's Grimji.
Mm-hmm.
That's Phileas. And this here is Cassius.
Are you mocking me because I'm blind? I don't know who you're pointing at. I mean, no one responded saying, like, you know, introducing themselves. You should just say, here's this one person, this the other one.
Okay, guys, I think I'm doing pretty bad at diplomacy.
Hey, friend. Phileas. Hello.
I'm Glimji. Hello, I exist.
So what he's saying is true. There's more people in here. So we have a crew. Well done. Shall we head off?
I think we need a
Not.
couple more people first.
And
Going.
yeah, like I saying all this, just like, it appears, it's like just from hearing everybody's like voices, like, and so I'm in search of a crew to take me to the resting place of my comrades. And he kind of says like, I wish to join them as my time is coming. I wouldn't want to rot in a place like this.
As Yari kind of remembers his sad backstory again,
And it's just like, it's like, just one, as I told you, Yari, as I told you earlier today, I just wish to join them. Whatever you find is yours to take. And so you can like see there's like a ship in front of you. It's not too big. It's like it's fairly small. Cassius, you can roll me a what's your lore? I know you have a good lore for this. Sailing lore. Yeah, give me a sailing lore. Yeah, very good. Like normally like you can kind of see like about 6 people or even 7, which would be good enough to kind of like think it, but like a small number would suffice. Taking care of like the boat that's like in front of you guys.
Why, looking at the size of the ship, I think the 5 of us could possibly do it. What I'm more concerned about is that I think I'm the only one with a real sailing experience.
Yeah.
No offense to you, Captain, but I'm speaking to the old man.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I think our friend here introduced us, but I don't recall getting your name.
Forgive my rudeness. He says like, this old bones is called Thorin. I lost my last name ages ago. For I don't deserve one. I deserted from my clan and joined my crew, my family. Since then I've carried this name, Thorin. That's a response to introduce as Thorin.
Hey, Thorin. Nice, a pleasure to meet you. I know this isn't the best of states to introduce one another, but you've got a fine ship.
It's like yes, but this old blind eyes of mine makes it a useless one. So I am in need of help.
I can steer it, but I think we're going to need a few more deckhands.
It's like I've been searching for years in this port. No one is willing to help a blind old man. They think I'm crazy. Like, I may be blind, but I'm not deaf. I hear them stories, them rumors, making fun of me as a crazy old man of the port. But for those who's willing, shall receive a great bounty.
I like bounty.
I'm willing to learn what I need to know to sail.
Is it? He's gonna say.
Cassius can show us what to do.
And if not, we can always find more people.
As we're kind of like discussing, he kind of says, "The sands of time are dawning on me, folks. What will it be? Do we sail today or nay?"
I think it's safest that you let me look for more people. I think at the very least, I'd need to have 1 or 2 deckhands, and I'd feel a lot better if I had someone who's a little more acquainted with the ship. Perhaps someone who is a shipwright, just to make sure that all the fixings need be in case we're lost at sea. I might be able to do some quick repairs, but nothing long-standing. Give us a day or two. I can promise you that. We'll do what we can and use our resources as adventurers to also find people to help join us.
From the sounds of it, you you are familiar with the sea. And then he kind of says, "Might you be a captain, boy?"
Aye, that I am. But unfortunately, I bear the last name Martin after Captain Cassidy.
From as I can say, and says,
Queen's Revenge.
he kind of like take a pause, and then he tells me like, and he says, shoot, I forgot the name. Who's in Pirates of the Caribbean? Who do you refer? Whose locker it is? Davy Jones. There you go. Davy Jones' locker. The Martins. The blood on your veins are from the Martins.
Why?
It's like,
I'll have you know that I'm not with them anymore.
and it's like a devil's luck. I don't care whether you're with them or not. What flows in you, boy, is a potential of a great captain one day. One will rule the seas, as she did long ago. And he's referring to your mother. It's like, I haven't heard her name for quite some time. Last I heard was many months ago.
I hear the same. I'm sure it wasn't good. Last sighting of the ship was back in I describe here. Tian Sha.
It's like, forces are brewing in these parts. Perhaps those areas that haven't been explored much. But having you, a Martin, what's the word? Commanding my vessel will be an honor.
I believe the honor is all mine, then, Torrin.
And it's just
But again, as I mentioned, allow us to take a couple days. We'll find you the crew that your ship deserves.
And Gigan's just like, aye, a day or two. You know where to find me. I shall be here.
By the way, my friend here said that you've been here all day. Have you had a chance to eat?
It's just like, kind of you to know this. No, I haven't much desired rations in a while.
My friend here is a good cook. I don't know if you had anything at the Dragon Sail Inn, but this is rabbit stew. You could have it.
As you, I think, like mentions that, you can kind of like see a smile in his face. He's just like, he feels like he hasn't received this form of kindness for quite a while. And then like in his blind eyes, like a slight tear is kind of like forming like by this, like close to his nose. And it's like, it's like, you may be a Martin, but you are nothing like her, boy. Much appreciated with this bounty.
Again, the pleasure's all mine. Now we must go, but we'll be back, okay?
It's like, I shall await your return. And you guys kind of like head off. I think that'll be like a good time to end the session for today. Good game. Good game.
Good.
Just to do a bit of a quick plan though. So, where would be the next spot for all of you? Because it's still like around the afternoon right now. So you guys are just gonna like wait until dawn and then like head to the estate.
Does anyone wanna?
Or you guys wanna do something else?
shipmates?
Oh yeah, you guys can spend the day looking shipmates. Cool. All right, awesome.